Hi Libra, welcome to your end of the month reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always check what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. Down below, you can also find the current list of reading services I currently offer. If you're interested in knowing more info as well about that. If you have any further questions, again, email me. And if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Libra, I'll be channeling messages for the collective of your sign, and then we'll tie it together also with the cards that will be showing up. So Libras, I feel like the next days might bring here some importance towards a presence. It can be like a physical presence in your life that it's very important, very supportive, backing you up here in something important that you're about to do or helping you out in something big. That without this presence, without this person, without this influence, you wouldn't be able to do, you wouldn't be able to pull something off. For others of you, though, it could also be like a spiritual presence, a feeling of being supported by divine energy, and this bringing you a sense of relief and even a sense of purpose ahead. So being in one way or other, for some of you Libras that have been struggling with loneliness, with feeling lonely, with feeling that there's no help, there's no assistance, there's no, support around you. I feel like the next weeks are actually very transformative in a way that you start to feel much more supported, much more connected, and much more accompanied by what matters. I also feel like there's some differences that some of you Libras are making between those that matter and those that don't. There are connections in your life that might be showing to you that they don't offer you the nurturance and, again, the depth you're looking for. As of others, you're actually seeing that they do offer that, and they do have you in their best intentions and in consideration towards what you actually want and who you actually are. So relationships are important, and I feel like they're very important to back you up. It's like without this presence or presences, you wouldn't feel strong enough to do something. You wouldn't feel supported. You wouldn't feel like you could, again, do something. I also feel like for some of you Libras, there can be someone relying on you heavily, and the next days might bring you that pressure of not wanting to fail or let someone down because you know that someone is counting on you. It could be that you promised here something like a favor of sorts, and now you have to do it, even though there might be some interferences at times in schedule. I do feel like some of you Libras could be very busy and want to do everything and be everywhere. And you might come to realize that that's not doable, that's not possible, without causing, unnecessary damage in your own well-being or in other things in which you're actually gathering balance. There's things in areas of your life that you're gradually, building up here a good amount of balance. And something this busyness or you wanting to please and be everywhere might disturb important balance that you have already achieved in things in your life. So be aware of making here commitments and schedules throughout the days that are, again, doable, that take in consideration your well-being. I keep getting like some of you Libras might be also fighting off thoughts, conception of failure. I feel like either you feel you have failed, you feel like maybe you didn't do something right, or you feel like you're failing at something in life. there's a little bit of a self-concept that needs to be addressed to turn it around in a much more positive, gracious manner, especially when it comes to failure and what this word means to you. I feel like also one of the biggest things as we're leaping into Aries season is you understanding another side of yourself. And in order for you to understand this other side that exists in yourself, you need to allow a different narrative, all right, to be told, to be written. You need to program yourself differently in order for you to start seeing yourself in a better light, and also quitting with the self-defeating tendencies. Yeah, the Eight of Swords, and you feeling like you're not able to do, you're not able to be, you're not able to become whatever version of yourself you would like to become. There's still here some mental barriers for you to actually thrive and succeed the way you want. And because of that, again, the importance of other important people and connections in your life, or one in specific, which is what I'm mostly getting here, to help you, see yourself in a different light, but also to help you untie here the knots of insecurities, of sabotage, of, again, depreciation that you put onto you, onto who you are as a being. This Eight of Swords energy can make you feel quite a victim of circumstances, circumstances that you feel are your fault. Again, the guilt, the feeling of failing. It's like you can be beating yourself a lot. In this harsh judgment that you are in some sort of unfortunate situation because you didn't do A, B, or C. And I feel like this victim mentality is costing you perspective. It's feeding on your own vital energy and force to actually help you out of this. So I feel like there might be a moment where someone might bluntly wake you up from this blindness, from this excuses that you might give yourself a lot to not do what you must do to actually achieve the things you're meant to achieve. The Queen of Wands, it could be this presence, this person, especially for those of you that have a strong fire sign energy around you. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or this could be just speaking about the Aries season itself, which is a fire season. It could be that someone understands where you're at and at the same time understands your potential, and so it's pushing you to break free from whatever, nightmare you're trapped in. It could also be someone that sees far ahead, has like a much more into the future kind of vision, as if you're very stuck on the now and the limitations of the now and the circumstances of the now, which one of the problems with that is not allowing us to see beyond the problems, beyond the things we dislike, beyond the insecurities. The Queen of Wands is a challenge as well, in the sense that it's about you becoming very self-reliant and confident in your skin, in your ideas, in your creative spark, in your sensuality. The Queen of Wands is here like pushing you to this understanding again that you can reverse feeling weak, feeling like you're failing, towards feeling like you're succeeding, thriving, and that you're happy, and that you're joyful, and that you push forward no matter what kind of circumstances you're thrown with. So it's a little bit of that energy of, do you want to be a victim, or do you want to be the hero here in this story? I keep getting like someone sees something. Maybe if you're suffering in silence, but someone is picking on that. Maybe there's someone quite perceptive around you that will make sure that you know that he or she knows that you're not well, even if you put on a good mask or a good show. And some of you could have been so far kind of doing this, like putting on a show, on a mask, that everything is fine. And it's like this Aries energy is about bluntness, right? Truth, no BS. Like, be the raw, primitive, wild version of yourself, but be. So, is someone that can see through the facade or through the show you're putting on? Is someone that can see also that you're not speaking about something, that you're not communicating, that you're trapped in your words, in your speech? So there's a lot here that it's about what others can see and perceive that is actually helpful, because you need this energy to take you out of it, take you out of that spiral of insecurity and of guilt and shame and you know, limitation. You're much bigger than something you think you are. So there's something that you're bigger than something, and you're putting yourself in a very short position, small. It's like you're large. There's something large about your personality, and you're trying to limit it as being on the small size. Maybe to not outshine someone here as well. Just give me a second. Maybe you're afraid that if you truly let out your essence, you're going to outshine other people, other things. And I keep getting like the energy of who cares, who cares, who cares. So there's that feeling of, why do you care so much about what your true, what the true influence and the true impact, which for the majority of you is quite positive, will have, if it's coming from a good place, and especially an authentic place. Two queens that are the queens that speak mostly about truth, about independence, about no filter, no lies, no masking. So I do feel here like, again, someone is helping you be on your truth, stand on your truth, is helping you communicate what you need to communicate, expose what you need to expose. You could go actually here towards some sort of specialist or a therapist that helps you with communication. I also feel like you might be in a situation where you want, like you're in the middle of two powerful figures in your life, presences in your life, and they can be like rivals or compete either for your attention, for your love, for your affection, and you don't know what to do in the middle of these two powerful figures. It could also be, I feel like there's a situation where you're trapped with a connection by force, by expectation, by comfort, and yet you're also dealing or attracted to someone that inspires you, lets here some passion, some fire, someone that reminds you of that authenticity, of that creative, outstanding energy that you hold in or that you hide. Some of you are in the middle of the crossfire of two enemies. Some of you are in the middle of two lovers, two options of love. Or you're in the middle of a situation that causes friction. But again, through that friction comes the fire, will come the truth, will come the freedom that you need. Something that is trapping you, your mind, your thoughts, your ideas, your beliefs about yourself, or actual circumstances where you feel like your voice is not being heard, or you feel like your needs are not being considered. This is the spotlight, and this is what you're pushing to break free. And I feel like you're going to have help on that journey if you allow it to come in and take the blindfold off. So I hope you have a great end of the month. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.